Makeup is and always has been a big part of the movies, but these days an awful lot of the special effects that make up aesthetically complex characters are non-practical, generated using sophisticated CGI. Most people can agree that there's something a bit more charming about old school makeup. If and when it's possible to make a character look fantastic with the magic of makeup artistry, that should always be the first choice for any production. There have been some amazing transformations throughout movie history using practical makeup effects. Here are 10 of the craziest movie makeup transformations you won't actually believe. Heath Ledger in The Dark Knight. The late Heath Ledger gave an Oscar-winning performance as Batman's arch-nemesis the Joker in The Dark Knight, and his makeup certainly helped. The remarkable thing about Ledger's makeup in this movie is that there really wasn't much of it. It wasn't very heavy, but Ledger was still totally unrecognizable and mysterious under the face paint and scar prosthetics. Costume designer Linda Hemming came up with the design, which took inspiration from pop artists like Pete Doherty, Iggy Pop, and Johnny Rotten.
You wanna know how I got these scars?
The scars were made up of 3 pieces of stamped silicone, a new technology at the time, and took less than an hour for the movie's makeup artist to apply.
I know an old lady who swallowed a fly, perhaps she'll die.
Jeff Goldblum in The Fly. 1986's The Fly was a remake of the 1958 movie of the same name, and as you would expect, the makeup effects were vastly improved on the original. Jeff Goldblum played the lead role of Seth Brundle, who transformed into the hideous Brundlefly when a common housefly joined him in the teleportation pod he invented, and their bodies merged. Chris Wallace both designed and executed the Academy Award-winning makeup that conveyed the transformation over 7 different stages, culminating in a terrifying final form that was gloriously asymmetrical and deformed.
You're talking to a dead guy! Now what do you think?
Michael Keaton in Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice won the Academy Award for Best Makeup, and the effects created by the makeup team were fantastic throughout the movie, but none were more iconic in appearance than Beetlejuice himself, played by Michael Keaton. V. Neal, Steve Laporte, and Robert Short were the makeup geniuses behind the movie's fantastic aesthetic, with Keaton's twisted and perverted Beetlejuice made up to look like a disgusting rotten corpse, and yet somehow the character was actually quite likable. Linda Blair in The Exorcist. Linda Blair's makeup in the horror classic The Exorcist turned her from an innocent and pretty young girl into a horrifying-looking victim of demonic possession. Blair's character, Regan McNeil, was made to look like the demon inside her was destroying her body from within, as her face turned a sickly shade of pale green and became covered in painful-looking sores. Dick Smith was the man behind the makeup for the movie, which also involved making Max von Sydow's character, Father Lancaster Marion, look 74 when the actor was only 44 at the time of filming.
The Grinch!
Jim Carrey in How the Grinch Stole Christmas. How the Grinch Stole Christmas saw the wonderful Jim Carrey transformed into Dr. Seuss's iconic Grinch, and his transformation into the green, furry, pig-nosed miser was a real chore for the actor. The prosthetic makeup took around 8 hours to apply by a team of makeup artists, and it also took around an hour to get out of it. Carrey deserves a medal for spending 92 days wearing it, as he felt so horribly confined and uncomfortable in the latex skin that he needed counseling from a CIA agent who taught him torture resistance techniques to deal with the discomfort. Ron Perlman in Hellboy and Hellboy 2: The Golden Army. Ron Perlman already has the gruff, square-jawed look that made him perfect to play Hellboy, but the makeup that finished the job was pretty damn great. Matt Rose at Cinovation Studios was responsible for the design and transformation, which gave Perlman a red face, clipped horns, a big hammer-like hand, and left his eyelids as the only part of his body that was visible. Incidentally, in 2012, Perlman visited a sick young boy named Zachary in full Hellboy makeup, and he looked every bit as cool as he did in the movie itself. In a way, he looked very similar to Tim Curry as Darkness in Legend, who was also very worthy of a mention on this list.
Cheers.
Charlize Theron in Monster. The incredibly beautiful actress underwent an unbelievable transformation into serial killer Aileen Wuornos for 2003's brilliant crime drama Monster. Wuornos killed 6 men, and Theron's resemblance to her was uncanny by the time her makeup was applied. Theron put on 30 pounds of weight, shaved her eyebrows, and wore both contact lenses and prosthetic dentures to portray her. But it was the work of makeup artist Tony G that really made the transformation so spectacular. Theron's skin was aged and freckles were added. Combine that with an Oscar-worthy acting performance from the actress, and the transformation was complete. Eric Stoltz in Mask. The makeup Eric Stoltz wore in Mask was fantastic. Portraying Roy L. Rocky Dennis, Stoltz's makeup augmented a performance that was already both extremely heartfelt and frankly emotionally draining. The makeup emphasized the devastating nature of Dennis's condition, craniodiaphyseal dysplasia, without exaggerating it in a crude or disrespectful way. Michael Westmore and Zoltan Ellick were the creative masterminds behind a transformation that rendered Stoltz completely unrecognizable. John Hurt in The Elephant Man. John Hurt portrayed Joseph Merrick, aka the Elephant Man, in the brilliant and moving 1980 movie of the same name, and the makeup involved was incredible. So incredible that it holds up nearly 40 years later in an age when unbelievably realistic CGI is commonplace. Makeup artist Christopher Tucker designed the look for Hurt's character, who suffered from severe cranial deformities. He used actual casts of Merrick, and it made such an impression that the Academy decided to add a makeup category to the Oscars, as protest letters were sent to them for not giving the Elephant Man an award for it. Rebecca Romijn and Jennifer Lawrence in the X-Men movies. Both Rebecca Romijn and Jennifer Lawrence have portrayed the shape-shifting mutant known as Mystique in the X-Men franchise, and the transformation both actresses underwent was pretty damn amazing. Mystique's natural form is a beautiful blue scaly work of art, and Romijn and Lawrence had to each undergo around 7 hours worth of makeup being applied by fairly large teams of makeup artists while half naked to become the character, and we think you'll agree that both of them look pretty awesome. Thanks for watching our list of the 10 craziest movie makeup transformations you won't believe. Did you enjoy the video? Which other great movie makeup transformations impressed you? Let us know in the comment section below, and be sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one.